Attorney Sylvester Anthony sets the record straight. Basseterre, St. Kitts, April 21, 2018, a senior lawyer on the team representing Leader of the Opposition, the Right Honorable Dr. Denzil L. Douglas, on allegations that he is a citizen of the Commonwealth of Dominica, has added his voice to a misleading statement on two online media outlets, Times Caribbean and St. Kitts-Nevis Times, mouthpieces for the Timothy Harris-led Team Unity government. The possession of a Dominica diplomatic passport by Leader of the Opposition, the RT Honorable Dr. Denzil L. Douglas, stem from the refusal of Prime Minister Dr. the Honorable Timothy Harris to provide the former Prime Minister with one in accordance with his new status. Attorney Sylvester Anthony said former Prime Minister Douglas has voluntarily agreed to provide the information of his use of the diplomatic passport in writing within 7 days, which expires on May 11, 2018. We have the information. There is no requirement for us to take longer than 7 days. We have agreed that we will provide them with the undertaking that we will provide that information within 7 days, said Anthony, who read the order of the court that states upon the defendants, Dr. Douglas, undertaking to confirm in writing within 7 days of the date hereof, the number of countries to which he used the Dominica diplomatic passport to gain entry and the number of occasions on which he did so during the period July 2015 to January 2018. Mr. Anthony refuted misleading statements by Times Caribbean and the St. Kitts-Nevis Times that the judge had issued a warning of contempt for failure to comply. There is no such thing. There is no such thing. It is utterly ridiculous, for Times Caribbean and St. Kitts-Nevis Times, to suggest that there is a penalty for not complying. There is no reason for us not to comply because we have, voluntarily, agreed to provide it and we keep our word, said Anthony, who pointed out that the question of Dr. Douglas' travel on the diplomatic passport is of no relevance. Whether he traveled once or 15 times does not really matter. Mr. Anthony pointed out that the application for Dr. Douglas to provide the Attorney General with the Dominica diplomatic passport has been withdrawn by the Attorney General himself, who sat in court last Friday morning during the hearing. That application has been withdrawn by the other side, Attorney General. It was withdrawn at Friday's hearing, said Anthony in an interview with Win FM. For the avoidance of doubt, Mr. Anthony read the 3 orders of Justice Ward issued on Friday. 1. The claimant's notice of application filed on April 6, 2018 is withdrawn with no orders as to cost. That application is the application for disclosure, giving the Dominica diplomatic passport to the Attorney General. 2. That on or before May 11, 2018, the parties shall file written submissions on the question whether expert evidence on the relevant law of Dominica, including the common law, is admissible in evidence in these proceedings and whether the court is competent to pronounce upon the relevant law of Dominica. 3. That further hearing in this matter is set for May 30, 2018. All the other things are what the parties agreed to and form the basis of the orders. We provided an undertaking in order to give them the information in the passport, and in turn they withdrew their application for disclosure, the Dominica diplomatic passport. We refused to give them disclosure, the Dominica diplomatic passport, said Anthony. Lawyers for Dr. Douglas, in the interest of transparency and full disclosure, will hand the passport at the appropriate time to the judge for him to ascertain that the information provided in writing accurately reflects what is in the passport. Photo, Sylvester Anthony.